here today with Doug Redler, the author of The Guitarist's Guide to Maintenance and Repair, and also the guitar tech to a couple pretty big stars.
Like stars, yeah.
Rich Robinson and Black Rose, or Slash.
Yes, sir.
I'm so glad to have you here. I got you here to change strings on my acoustic. First, what are the parts of this guitar?
Okay. This is a dreadnought guitar. It's a D28. You have the bridge. You have the bridge pins, which hold the strings in place.
Right.
This little piece is the saddle, which the strings go over. The fretboard, the neck. You have the metal frets. Don't forget the sound hole. The tuners, and your nut.
How do we get the strings off the guitar?
First thing we do, we take our D-Addario Pro Winder and just start loosening them. On this guitar, we're going to take all strings off at one time. We're going to loosen them all and cut them and take them all off. There's no type of tremolo system on here, so you don't have to worry about doing any damage to the guitar. We'll go about into the sound hole and clip them.
But you have to make sure you loosen them up before you cut them.
Yeah, nice and loose. You don't want it springing back in your face. You want to pay attention to what you're doing. Hold this bit of the string while you're cutting them.
Okay.
There we go. So, when you're taking the strings out on this end, this is coming out very easily. Sometimes it gets a little tight under there. You can push the string down and pull it out. Put the bridge pins back in the place they were in. Okay, so you got all the bridge pins back in place where they started.
All right.
Go to the headstock. Simply unwind them right through the hole. There's some sharp edge on it. You don't want to poke yourself in the eye. You don't want to poke your fingers while you're doing this. It does hurt. Now we're ready to string her up again.
On. All right. So where do we start?
Okay, we're going to put the phosphor bronze strings on them, which I really like.
Now, does it make a difference what order you go in, or?
I always like to start with the wound strings first, so closest to me. So I always like to give it a good bend on there because we want to get the string under the bridge plate. So you see, I give it a little bit of a bend around my thumb. Pull out the bridge pin. You're going to stick it in the bridge. Take your bridge pin and push it through. Pins are nice and tight. Take your string and put it through the tuner hole. We come around the post, nice and tight, putting it underneath and tying it over. This is called the locking system, and it keeps the string really tight. We're going to go counterclockwise.
How many wraps should you expect?
You know, besides looking bad, you don't want the string to wrap around itself. You want it to just go right down on the post, nice and clean. So I like to do about 3 or 4 wraps on each one.
And having like just one or half a wrap isn't good
either, no good. That's no good. It could slip, and too many wraps is bad too. You don't want it to touch the metal down here on the headstock.
All right.
And we'll do the same thing with the rest of the strings. Press the string down and cut them as close to the post as possible.
Okay.
We are almost ready to play.
I want to play this.
It's that close. So we're going to get our D-Addario headstock tuner. We're going to tune up the pitch. See how we did?
All right, so we're in tune. Can we play this guitar now?
Nope.
What do we gotta do?
What we gotta do? We gotta stretch those strings. Go up and down on the strings. Nice and tight, a little more gentle on these higher unwound strings. You don't want those to break. And we're gonna tune up the pitch, get it in the green on our tuner. So once the guitar's stable and in tune after a couple of good stretchings, you're ready to go. Sing
Kumbaya by the Campfire.
You're ready to play.
All right.
They're gonna love you.
I can't wait. Thanks, Doug.
Great. Thanks, Rob.